Hey, welcome back, everybody. Sign here again with another episode of my custom whiteout challenge. And here we are in Pleasant Valley, looking for rose hips. And, keeping an eye out for a bear, because I'm hurting a little bit, right? I mean, I got stomped by a moose so far this playthrough, then attacked by a few wolves, and yeah. But at least, one thing we got going for us, it's warm, right? Feels like 0. So it's warm enough. Here, let me make sure this is topped off. And gonna do a little bit of searching around here. I know there are rose hips by... What is that? It's not Justy's. It's, where you start the hunted challenge at. Basement up here, up that way. By the plane crash. I don't remember what it's called. I'll figure out when we get there. I also know there's wolves over there, but in that general area, there's actually a decent amount of things we can harvest and whatnot. And we could go through the plane crash and grab some food, actually, thinking about it. What is our... We're overburdened right now, but we're also extremely tired. So... I do have a rifle. Oh, I'm out of water. Okay. I do have a couple sodas, so we're fine. Especially if I go hit the plane crash up, I can load up on sodas and call it good. Oh, we're actually getting cold now. -1. Oh no, we're gonna die. Just thinking about it, and honestly, in all the hours I put in this game, I don't think I've ever actually been up here. I just lost warming up. Oh, still -1. Okay. What you do? Like this little section here, actually, I have no memory of this place whatsoever.
It's getting dark out here. I'll look for shelter.
I don't have my bedroll, do I? Alright, so... The basement is not going to be a viable option because there's no bed there. So we're going to have to go to the cache. There's actually 2. I don't know if the... There's the one that's always there no matter what, right? The one that's at the base of the rope to Timberwolf. Which actually would have been the perfect place to go for rose hips. If I hadn't gotten my butt stomped by moose. Because I got stuck on a freaking railing on a porch. I can't climb a rope, though. We do have 1 stem. And you can get down from there without having to use the rope. But, yeah, I'd rather save the stem for emergencies, right? Oh, creepy music. I need to not be out for, honestly, too long, because, well, once I run out of, energy, then we're going to start taking damage, and I'm at 45% right now. Not in the best shape. course, that's what happens if you just walk through a blizzard as long as I did. But, I mean, it worked out in the long run, so. Hey, look at that. Yep, there's the plane crash. And there's usually at least one wolf up here, so. Skeeters, that's what it's called, okay. And it's been such a long time I'd forgotten. Hell no. Damn moose. Okay, so in Pleasant Valley, there's now a moose of skeeters. Okay. Good to know. Oh, it's a good thing I spotted that thing. I was facing the other way, too, but it's just like, what the heck is... Oh my god, it's a moose. Yeah, we're not playing that game. That's a shame, because that's the area... I know there's at least 5 bushes there. I mean, 31, 5 is a pretty good number to get started with. I honestly might have been better served actually going through the ravine and then into, like, probably anywhere else. Mystery Lake would have been good. Well, I wouldn't be able to go into Bleak Inlet. I mean, the northern, or upper Bleak Inlet's got a pretty good amount of bushes and stuff to harvest. It's just the whole rope situation, right? Because I'd have to stem to get down the rope. And then I would be stuck in Bleak Inlet until I found another stem. Or until I slept a total of 76 hours. I think it's safe to say there's no moose, or no wolves at Skeeters anymore, because there's a moose hanging out there. Oh, it's deer. Okay. Heard footsteps. It's like... There it goes. Watch there be a bedroll here. No, there's some scrap metal. Ooh, bottle of water. Nice. Look, firewood. This is a place where you can find a bedroll, so. But it would have been kind of funny, because I would have just started a fire and taken a nap right there. Run away, deer, run away. Tired to run, and I'm probably going to get a sprain. Yeah, there it goes. Freaking called it. I'll deal with the pain. I just don't like how the camera sways whenever you're sprained. Honestly, which is an option you can turn off. I mean, honestly, you do that. But if I turn that option off, I would probably never actually do anything for a sprain. It doesn't seem like a smart idea, right? Oh, there's a birch sapling here. And here's shelter. There's just no wolves coming after me right now. I mean, I don't stink, but I figure I would have come across one of them by now.
This will come in handy.
That would not have been bad to start off with. We got firewood right there. Firewood, we've got revolver ammo, energy bar, okay. Got a can so we can make water if we're really desperate. Hey, look, there's the rope. And here's the prepper cache. All right, so a bit of quick looting here. I don't have my pry bar with me. Oh wow, look at that. Saw another lantern, okay. Nothing in there.
I think I can use this.
Down vest. Let's see, we've got 7 tender, so I don't need to worry about the newspaper. It's like the only thing worth grabbing in here. But I mean, the hacksaw would have, would have been great in a survival playthrough, but I'm doing a challenge mode, so not as important, right? Oh, and let's go ahead and sleep for like 11 hours. Kind of strange, I haven't had an aurora yet. And we had improved rest, so we are fully healed. And the sun's decently up. It's still going to be a little chilly outside, but we should be able to see decently well. It is cold, so we'll have to watch out for that. Okay, so now that we're able to see a little better as well, get back on with our trek to find rose hips, right? One thing I could do is I can check out the waterfall cave over here. Relatively close. Yeah, I don't see anything down there. And there's the point of disagreement down that way. But it's just going to be a few cars I could check. What is our 50% chance? Okay. Me. That was one I was starting on. And we are... Yeah. We have like 3 3/4 kilograms before I start getting heavy again. Also, not terrible as long as I don't, load up on firewood or something. I've been doing good so far. Alright, so there's mushrooms here anyway. There's bunnies. 3 of them. I'm not really seeing any rose hips though. Misty Falls picnic area. Hey bunnies. Yeah, we'll take... Ooh, nice. Okay, that is much better shape than one I've got, so I'm just gonna switch. Yeah, we got mushrooms. Bunny, run away. And that's about it around here. Dang. I wonder if that's something else that changed. Is resource spawn locations, right? What's temp like? Negative 14. It's negative 30 air temp. Eesh. You can just watch the temperature gauge just moving down in real time. Yeah, it's cold. Trying to get a sprain soon. Or not. Hey, we made it. Cool. And we're back where we started like 15 minutes ago. Just made a giant loop out of it. I do want to go hit up the plane crash. At least grab like some sodas and stuff there. Maybe hide out and warm up for a bit because it warmed up a whole degree. And here's point of disagreement. You can tell by the crows, you know. And there's a pry bar here. We'll pop it open. Wow, skill book. Amazing. I'm not taking it, but... Was not expecting a skill book, that's for sure. Hey, soda. Yep, and the note's not going to be here, so... Oh, there's a flare in each of these cars, wow. Anything back? I don't think so. Easier just kind of peek through the back windows anyway, so... And there's the truck over here and another body. Use print roll. Now I'll pass. But we are basically going to be hypothermia risk about now.
Oh, so cold.
You know what? Let me grab some sticks as we go. I'm going to need to start the fire and warm up for a bit. Don't think I have any cans on me. Don't. Okay. Hey, look, there's the deer I spooked last night. So I'm not going to be able to actually like make water. But, you know, sodas should be fine for now. And they have the benefit of it. They actually give you calories, so. Alright, dear. You ready for your cardio? There you guys go. I just hear a ptarmigan. Yeah, right ahead. Look at that. Ooh. More saplings. Dang. Oh, yep, there's a body I missed. Stepped right over it in the dark. And a hatchet. Look at that.
I could use this.
Slightly better than the one I had. And it beats sharpening it, so. Alright, what time is it? It's still not even noon yet, so we got plenty of daytime left. We got 19 days to finish this challenge. It's just the last, like, week and a half is just nasty as all get out. So good luck doing anything. You know, alternative is I could go moose hunting again. I'm not dragging all the meat and everything back, but that would actually free up Justy's, or not Justy's, Skeeter's, and let me search around there. And I'm going to check plane crash. I'll be right there. I might do that. I don't know. I mean, Skeeter's isn't going to have much in the actual, you know, basement. I guess we can call it, right? But, around it, I remember there's a lot of rose hips, so. You 26, okay. Let's search this. We'll get down to the bottom where, you know, all the food is, and warm up there. Gonna go from there.
This stuff will come in handy.
But you know what? Yeah. We'll be starting a fire here soon, then you know, a book is a nice thing to have. Okay. Be careful, you can get your butt stuck in there. If you get it just to the right, you can actually get wedged into there. It happened before and I had to use a cheat command to get out. Which, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but if you don't have the developer console installed, then you basically just have to roll back to your last autosave. Which is honestly not something anybody wants to do. There we go. There are so many crows around here. A lot of racket. Let's, yeah, finish this up first. I was just thinking Burning Ridge has rose hips at it too. Burning Ridge Cave.
This will come in handy.
Wow, 3 things in that one. Thank you for the soda, dead dude. I always check the overhead lockers, but I don't remember ever finding anything in the overhead lockers. I might have found like one thing.
Take it.
Only 30%, so. Here's the food, right? There's more soda. A dead body here. Guy was not dressed for the winter, that's for sure. T-shirt and jeans, I mean. Come on, let me... Up, there it goes.
This stuff will come in handy.
Hey, nice. More soda. Alright. So... a little bit warmer. Wind picked up a bit, though, so it actually feels cooler than I did earlier. Just thinking about it, it would be smarter for me to set up a fire in a cave. Warmer, you know, ambient temperature before the fire. It means it'll just warm up quicker. Hey, we got more food. Nice. And if I'm in a cave, I don't have to worry about the wind. Yeah, the wind is picking up. And still getting used to the, you know, switching over to metric, so I'm not sure what the cutoff for, you know, torches is in Celsius. Negative 20 was the cutoff in Fahrenheit, though. All right. Yep, Burning Ridge. Well, that's one more tea. Anything else around here? There's scrub brush, which I could break down. There is a dead deer there, which I could harvest for, you know, a quick steak. $16, yeah, sure, why not? Well, judging by the fact I just lost like 5% health by doing that, yeah, probably not the best idea. Cold is, yeah, about the quickest way to go. Oh, bleeding is honestly the quickest way to go. But beyond that, it's the cold. The cold will kill you so much quicker than lack of sleep, food, or water will.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Okay, there's even that. There's a bed here. Okay. Okay, and we're actually warm just by being in here. Do I have any? Yeah, let's... would match. There we go, 80%. I was thinking about grabbing some torches up, but with the wind picking up, it seems like it might be a bit of a moot point.
Perfect.
Add like a cedar. Oh, I've got a ton of sticks on me. Let's do that for now. You want 45 minutes? Okay. Go ahead and make us rose hips.
For a drink right now.
Don't sound so desperate there, Astrid. You're fine. What is some heavy food, right? Calories to weight is what I'm kind of concerned with here. And this is 1,750 calories for half a kilo. This is one of the more calorie dense, right? Chicken, vegetarian, right? 560 calories per airline food at a quarter of a kilogram, right? 500 calories at a tenth of a kilogram. A little bit of difference between the two, right? 18 minutes till ready. Let me go ahead and have soda, right? Or two. I guess my food basically all the way up and our water most of the way there. We have half a liter of water. Leave that there. How much is left on that? 253 calories. Okay. We're going to sleep for like 2 hours. Little hypothermia risk. We still have a little bit of time on the fire. Yeah, a whole whopping 13 minutes. I mean, I could pull a torch. Good. Eat some more deer. Leave that behind. Grab some water. Okay, our stats are doing relatively good. Still have a quarter liter of water left. Why am I carrying a hoodie around? That's just a stupid move. I'm not even wearing it. What the hell? Okay, so yeah, we got 1 and 3. Go ahead and just drop those, and we're going to drop one of you. Right. There we go. We are under max carrying capacity now. Until I forget what I'm doing and pick up a stick, in which case we're going to be over. Oh. Not quite that close, but, you know. And it's actually warm. Wow. Okay. Yeah, killing time in that cave was not a bad idea then. Alright, yeah, I'm not really seeing anything there. I do want to hit up Skeeters though, right? Just thinking I could hop down there and get back into the lower part of Pleasant Valley. Or I can stay up here, skirt along the northern part of the map, where the trees and everything are. Go over to Trinity or whatever it is. Farmstead. It's something based off of 3, that's all I can remember, right? Tri or Trinity or something. That is some really bad rifle sway. Go away, Mr. Moose. Do not feel like being stepped on again. Yeah, there's rose hips like right there, so. Moose is dead. How much easier with a rifle? It really is. Okay, that's enough for another tea. We can go down here. We can check this out real quick. Might find some food or water or something. There's a toque. Yeah, look at this. We got Get some accelerant as well. There's a cooking pot. Okay.
This will come in handy.
Hatchet, 88%. That one's better than the one I had. I just picked up. So, or why not? Right? We're just constantly upgrading. What do you? Me? No.
I think I can use this.
More wool socks. Oh yeah, no, we're fucking 2 pairs of decent climbing socks. So. Put the snow pants on the outside, dummy. Got better wind chill protection. That's one thing, is wind chill doesn't make a difference if it's on the inner layer, which is just kind of silly, right? Something's relatively windproof. It shouldn't matter which layer it's on. There's another flare if we want one.
Guess we can do anything.
Actually, 3 above now. Air temperature's not too bad. It's the wind now that's going to be an issue. I'm fairly certain that we're at the point where Torch is going to be fighting for its life, if not just getting blown straight out. What do we got? Soda. Okay, I mean, it's not bad. Now, the cooking pot actually is not that bad of a find, because I still do need water, right? Especially since I'm going to have to be making tea. So let's look at this here, right? Yeah, we're halfway there on water. Exactly halfway there on water. I need 11 more rose hips. Rose hip teas, right? Got one here. And then I've got enough for another one here. Right, so we only need 9 more rose hip teas. You went down nice and quick there, dude. Thank you. That made my job a lot easier. I think I'm going to go down, right? Let's go down the stupid way, too. Just because it's fun, right? I don't have any charcoal, do I? The here, yeah, no, I don't. Okay. I probably picked the wrong spot to go down, didn't I? It's not terrible, I guess. Right, there's like a dead body right there. Come on, holding right click. There we go, right there. Which this is the actual, path. Well, one of many to get up there. I usually go around the back way, so. Because honestly, there's not much down here in a normal survival run. We got burned out wreckage here, right? Like a boathouse kind of thing going on. There's a dock there. There's an upside down boat. Got a bathtub. We've got some scrap firewood, and that's kind of it. Right? There's not much here. There's some birch bark. I'll grab that. Thing around the boat, though. There's another birch bark. I could actually make birch bark tea now with that cooking pot I found. And look at this, though. Whole reason we come down here. Another place I wanted to head while I'm here is Draft Dodgers, because I think there's more rose hips by that little cabin as well. I could grab some cattails while I'm here, but I'm doing okay on food, actually, right? Our food's at, yeah, I need like 1.4 days worth of food, which I've got on me right now. So once I get back, then we're fine. I think we missed the blizzard today, right? Doesn't really seem like blizzard weather. I have had it come out of a blue sky like this before, though. Like within a span of like 3-4 minutes, it goes from being beautiful like this to completely clouded over, and then a blizzard starts, and it's just a very nasty surprise. Last time that happened, I was in Forsaken Airfield, and I was just out in the middle of nowhere. It was right whenever I first actually got into Forsaken, so it's, you know, trying to find shelter in a blizzard in a zone you've never been to before is always fun. Away. Yeah, no. Once you get to know the zone a little bit better, it's not too bad, but yeah. The first glimmer fog was always fun, too. So those rabbits, you know, didn't attract the wolf instead of me. And it's not like I stink or anything, so... Maybe we're going after those guys instead. Oh well. He made his choice, and it was the wrong one, so... So how are we sitting on these? 96. That's like 4. So... 7 more to go. No, that's all cattails and stuff there. Okay. Oh, yeah, there's that footbridge. Well, you really can't call that a footbridge. I mean, that's definitely made for vehicles to go across, right? That is a nice, sturdy bridge. It's not going to go anywhere for quite a while. Wow, there's a ton of rabbits around here, though. There's at least 2, maybe 3 more over there, and there was 3 back there. And... That's a lot in a small area. Oh, well, it's challenge difficulty, you know, spawning and all that fun stuff. So there's going to be a lot of, like, rabbits and stuff. All right, and... It's nice enough. I'm going to have a grape soda. More bunnies. Dang. Looks like Rabbit Central around here. It's a branch. Like, is that a branch or a rosehip bush? Hard to tell when all you can see is like 5 pixels of it. Okay, let's stay up here for now. I'm actually kind of certain I missed Draft Dodgers. I think I went the wrong way. Oh well. Pleasant Valley. It's a big map. There's gonna be plenty of rose hips around here. Wow, that's a cluster of maple saplings there. Let's keep going up this way. Reload. Hey, we're here. Nice. Saplings now. I mean, that and the fact I just killed that moose. Camp out for like 10 days and I have a moose hide satchel and a bow and a bunch of, well, arrow shafts anyway. Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you. Water. I will take this with for now. Just simply so I have one. Oh my god. There's 5 pieces of meat in there. What the hell, game? When's that ever been a thing? Look at that. It's insane. That's just firewood. Okay. It's also wolf bait, and I don't really want to be chased by every wolf on the map by carrying that much, you know, cooked food around with me. Oh, hey, here's one of the actual dead wolves you can find. I think it's pretty much guaranteed that if you're playing on a dead world, there's just enough dead wolves around that you can make yourself a wolf skin coat. He's got an improvised knife. Look at that. What happened to your leg, dude? All weird and gimpy and twisted and stuff. No wonder the wolf got you. Hey, look at that. Okay, wolves up ahead, but they're a good distance away. Funny. Three of them. Yeah, you can camp out here for a few days with the food and then the extra bunnies around here and stuff. Plenty of firewood. There's a cave up ahead here that you could, you know, actually set up shop in. Wow. Well, lower difficulties. This is like a damn vacation's what it's like. Oh, that's a bear cave. And I think I see him sleeping in the back. Okay, so that is now a bear cave. Okay, good to know. They didn't start playing the Long Dark until after the previous wildlife refresh, so seeing things in new spots has been interesting. It's not something I've had experience with before. Got a wonderful waterfall right here. No more rose hips yet, though, huh? I don't see any over there either, so. There is a sapling. Looks like a birch. Might be something over here, and it's not like I can climb those rocks there to get on the other side of the river yet. A little further downstream I'll be able to. Yep, nope, just a sapling. Did I say birch? That's actually a maple. Oh, my bad. Well, that's a bunch of burdock. You know, if I went with burdock instead of rose hips, I'd be done now. There's 5 more right here. All right, let's poke our head up here real quick, take a peek, and then we're going to go across, I think. It is starting to snow, but not too bad. Okay. Sapling. Yeah, I mean, I could get up there. Worth it? Maybe? I mean... it all depends if it's worth it or not, if there's anything up here. Do I have any pain meds? I do, okay. If I get a sprain now, I'll definitely want to pop the pain meds just because I'm going to be dealing with it for a while. The last one I wasn't too worried about is because, like, you know what? I'm going to be going to sleep in just a few minutes here. Huh, there's a cairn up here. Okay, the wind is picking up. Not exactly a good sign. We could check out Signal Hill. I know there's quite a few up there, too. And Signal Hill will be quite easy to get to. We just follow the river down. Hit the road, and then, you know, at a certain point, just hang a right. But yeah, not really worth going up there. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything over there. Alright. Well, let's see what else we got going on here. There's a bit up there I could go check out, but... nah. Okay, it is starting to get cold. -1 now, okay. Just looked at the time on the episode and it's like... I mean, actually, I haven't done too bad, right? Traversed a good chunk of Pleasant Valley. We killed a moose. Raided the crash site. Over here, getting ready to deal with another blizzard here in a moment. It's starting to feel like it's going to turn into a blizzard on me. Yeah, we made a pretty good distance across the map, so... Found out where the new moose spawning spot is, which is interesting. Was not expecting it to be at Skeeter's. Thank you, Captain Obvious. All right. Just thinking, that was one thing I wish they had done is had the voice actors record more lines than they did. I mean, it's not too bad when you first start out, but man, after 1,000 hours in the game and hearing the same like 5 lines over and over again, yeah. But the verbal cues are handy. I just wish they had more variety in what they would say. Yeah, the weather's air temperature's dropping. It doesn't feel great, but it doesn't feel horrible, right? I mean, like it's promising a blizzard, but it's saying it might hold off on showing up for a while. Thing is, I'm not that tired yet. Like I could go camp out at the farmhouse, but by the time that I'm fully rested and whatnot, it's still gonna be dark outside. There have been so many rabbits. I mean, I could have set like 50 rabbit hides for this challenge and gotten them. Just a huge amount of bunnies. I'm trying to think about how I want to proceed from here, right? I have two options. I can keep searching Pleasant Valley, or I can go hit up Winding River, go through the Cape, Winding River, basically sprint through the dam, Mystery Lake, then we can go through the ravine and back to Coastal Highway. And probably fetch enough stuff on the way through that we could complete the challenge, at least as far as rose hips go, right? And then once we get back to the Quonset hut, it's just water, right? All right, but here we're at the little barn, right? I think there's some rose hips up here, back behind the barn. Could be mistaken, and I'm trying to find rose hips in the snowstorm. Look at that. I mean, there's more bunnies here. Like 3 more here. I didn't see the third one until they panicked to start running, and then he popped over the hill, but... It's, I think, the 7th group of bunnies we've seen this episode, and each of them had at least 3. Yeah, I'm not seeing any rose hips. Dang. Run away, little bunnies, run away. Choom. Run away. Oh boy, I just like picking on the rabbits. Funny, because I actually, had rabbits as pets in the past, and if I had ever, picked on them like that, they would have gotten really upset with me. And rabbits have a freaking attitude whenever they're actually used to people. They are no holds barred. Okay, you can sometimes find a knife stuck in that beam right there. No, I already did all my water, didn't I? Okay, you can sometimes... Yeah, here we go. Look at that. 37% though. Not even worth picking up. We got another hacksaw here. That's everything except for up top, right? The kind of cool thing is you can actually sleep in here without a bedroll. You can sleep on the piles of hay. What this game really needs is an option just to drop your entire backpack. I mean, just drop it as like a single entity on the ground that you can just pick up again and, you know, put back on whenever you are done. Okay. Oh, we got the police cowl. Dang. Hi. Forgot about the hole. How did I fall down that tiny little gap, though? Seriously. That's... Can I reach from here? Well, there's a plank there, right? Up here, right? I can see the cowl, but I can't reach it from here. Okay. Oh, wait. Aha. One bullet. One more shot. Okay, it's not that cold. It is fairly windy, though. So slow going. I was like, should I try to make it for Signal Hill? We can go spend the night up there. I mean, there's beds in there, too. Honestly, I could probably drop the bedroll if we're going to head up there. I'll worry about dropping it when we get there. All right. And then, we can sleep in the bed there. Then we can make it through the cave. We can make it through Winding River in one go without any problems. Actually, I think one of the caves in Winding River even has like a branch bed. But once we get to the dam, then we're fine. We can go through the dam, Mystery Lake. Since you get out of the dam, there's beds right there. I mean, it's Mystery Lake, for God's sakes. And then depending on our rose hip count, we could either hang out at Mystery Lake a little bit, get some rose hips, or we can just head straight to the ravine because the dam is like right there. That is an option, and I need to go up there. Right. What if this is a bear cave anymore? I mean, with the lack of visibility right now, yeah. You know what? In that case, just in case. One thing pretty much guaranteed to drive off a non-Aurora bear is a flare. And I do say non-Aurora because I have shot an Aurora bear with a flare and he still attacked me, so. They are very, very aggressive and persistent. And I imagine it just pissed him off even more to have a flare stuck into his face. So, I mean, if I remember correctly, I caught him in the leg or something. I got attacked 3 times in one night with the same damn bear. But the bear did end up dying, so. I also had to spend the night cuddle a campfire in Scruffy's cave. Just in case the wolf came to say hello. Why my damn ankle again? I mean, it's my fault. No crampons. I'm overloaded. I'm not sure if having broken ribs or not contributes to sprain risk or not. But imagine it doesn't help matters any. Hey, the ptarmigan are still there. Cool. Good to know on that one. Yeah, like there's 2 patches of ptarmigan up here by Signal Hill. There's one right down there above the cave. And then there's another batch that can spawn in up closer to the actual little, radio hut. You know what? Let's do this so we can see better too, right? I do say see better, but now I've got this like flare covering like half the screen, so. But the good news is, if there are any, wolves around, then the flare will keep them at bay. It looks like the wind has died down. Now it's just snowing. We're actually warming up, which may be a function of holding the flare, to be completely honest. No, we'd be warm without the flare. Actually, a nice, pleasant day. Weird for Pleasant Valley. Right. I'm keeping my eyes open for rose hips on the way up here, too. I'm hearing lots of owls, not hearing a whole lot of wolves. Usually I'm used to there being at least one on the pathway up here. Gonna have to dodge around a little bit. Alright. Hello. Anything else around here? More little presents from nature for me? Not seeing anything. Okay. Yeah, we still have 18 days left. Yeah, I think we're going to be able to complete the challenge without a problem. Now it's just how quickly can I get the rest of it done? Alright, there's probably firewood on the ground over here, right? Yep, there is. If I want to, I can start a fire. That's fine. Yeah, we're gonna fluids, so. Like, am I gonna need to make water? I think we're fine for now. Rifle cartridge, nice. Rifle ammo, even better.
I'll take it.
Nah, don't need it. Sewing kit. Combat boots. Peanut butter. Okay, I'll take the peanut butter. Fuse, yeah, who cares? I'm not doing signal void during a challenge run like this. Soda, nice. Nothing. Wow. Hey, car battery. You're fine, Astrid. I was just having you put the battery up on the desk there. Well, trying to carry a car battery with broken ribs, probably should be a little bit nicer to you, right? Flare shell. Okay, nice. Coffee might not be a bad idea. Coffee might not be a bad idea. Military coat. What do I got on? Old-fashioned parka. 2 kilos, 2.2.
This stuff will come in handy.
Oh god, this thing is just horrible. Look at that. Weighs the same, but I mean, it's pretty scuffed. Ooh, nice. Finally got an accessory. You can sometimes find an expedition parka in here, in which case I probably would have gotten rid of all my other coats. I mean, the parka is just that good. Okay, then. Fill up in some soda. You know what? I just had a thought. I got cans of peaches. And that means, let me go ahead. I'm going to drop this. Drop the flare. I'll drop the pot, too. That's another kilogram I don't need. I've got a can now, so that's fine. Food is really what is like the really heavy thing, right? 10 kilos of food. That is an idea. Let me prep all these, right? 6 more. Nice.
Man, I am so tired to think straight.
There we go. Let's go for 10 hours, right? It's midnight, so. All right, awesome. But I think, let's go ahead and check this real quick, right? We got 7 on us. 4, so we're 11. We only need 4 more teas, and we're done, and we can head back. So yeah, I'm going to head through the dam and all that fun stuff. Hatchet we're good on. We need food and wood, and then water. That's it. I've got the food on me. Wood, I've got a hatchet, so we're fine. Water is just going to be a time thing. But thank you for coming out. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and until the next one, Sign signing out. Have fun.